When's the last time someone told you to actually slow down? Usually all you hear is do more, you're not doing enough, work harder, go outside, start your business right now, you have to take your action right now, go to the gym right now. That is a theme on not only self improvement channels on YouTube, but just YouTube and social media in general. It feels like you're getting pushed through life. Everyone wants you to go faster, work harder, do more. And I feel like what we're forgetting in all of this situation is that maybe we should actually slow down, do less to actually figure out what we want to do. I recently graduated from high school, and it was probably one of the most stressful times of my life. I actually had high blood pressure because of my stress. It's now gotten better, and if I had one piece of advice to give to my younger self going through this period again, I would tell him to slow down. Because all I was doing in this time was looking to the next thing, looking to the next goal to achieve, next check mark to set on my to do list, next event to go down in my calendar. You're basically just jumping from event to event to event, going from one goal to the next one to the next one, without even trying to ask, am I going into the right direction? Without even trying to figure out for yourself, is what I'm doing actually what I want to be doing? And I think the most important part here to understand is that you are in control. You are not your to-do list. You are not your calendar. You are not what people are telling you to do. And I think that's the essence that people are actually trying to get over with self-improvement, and all this making your life better, but they're putting it in a wrong perspective. They're telling you to do more, to put more things onto you, to uh, start doing exercising, start your own business, start earning money, and it feels like this is all getting on top of what you're already doing. And instead, what I'm gonna tell you, actually, kind of the opposite, is to slow down, to take things out of your life, to start doing less. And that's gonna sound really counterproductive. You're gonna be like, well, if I want to achieve more, how am I gonna do less? And I know it's like a common example, maybe not the best one, for example, in the lifting community, where people go from like training 6 times a week or every day to training 2 to 3 times a week and getting better results. Because now the training they're actually doing is more effective and they're putting more effort into it. And I think the same thing can be applied to you in life. You have to slow down so you can go faster. It's also a thing in running, for example. People, like experienced runners, it's like a common thing that you should actually run slower so you can go faster. And that's where I think this slowing down in life is really important. So, for example, what I found for myself is going for hikes or going for bike rides, alone or with friends, it doesn't matter. And especially not having music and your phone with you. And all of a sudden, time slows down. You're walking, and it feels like you're finally at peace with yourself. You can finally think clearly if you just, put away your phone, go into the mountains, or go into the park next to you, to the forest, or actually find some friends to go with. And you just go into the park, or the hill, or the road on your bike, or whatever, or swimming, and you just notice how time is slowing down, how life is actually not running away from you. Because the biggest anxiety and the reason why we feel like we have to do so much and why we have to constantly be doing something and why we feel bad when we don't do the things we want to achieve is because we feel like life is running away from us. And we're actually making the problem worse by putting more things onto us, because now time is running even faster. You're going to this, to this, to this, you don't have any breaks. Slow down. You need a break. You need to actually give your mind some time to figure out what you want to do. You actually have to just walk and not feel like you're wasting any time. Just, climb up this mountain or ride down this road, swim in this lake, and forget about everything that is in front of you. Try to actually live in the present moment. Try to actually just be right now. I know that maybe wasn't the best formulation, but like, just actually stand there and realize you're living, and that's enough. You don't need to be chasing the next thing all the time. You can actually just take a break sometimes. And there's like, people are misconceiving that taking a break is doing something like, I'm going on a holiday and now I need to fucking go around and experience the most things so I can get the most out of my holiday. But that's the wrong way to approach it. Use this time that you have free, not to make yourself feel bad about what you're not doing, but to actually appreciate that you don't have to do something and that you can actually just be alone with yourself. And this will take time. You will not find all the answers to your problems immediately. You will just sit there and anxiety will start creeping up. But over time it will heal. You have to take this time for yourself. If I would think back to myself when I was studying, basically studying every day for my exams, my final exams, I would tell myself, if I could, to just take a day off, to not think about anything that is related to studying, the thing that's ahead of me, and to just take the time to appreciate that I am alive, because we feel like we are not enough when we don't do anything, that doing nothing is somehow something bad, that somehow it means that just because you're not constantly in action going towards something, it means you're standing still. But that is not the case. That is not the case. You can actually reset mentally and then push further once you feel ready again. I didn't upload videos for 3 to 4 months, not only because I was stressed because of my exams, obviously that was a part of it, but also because I didn't know where I wanted to go with this channel. I don't identify with traditional self-improvement. I don't want to be a YouTuber. I don't want to be an influencer taking money from people. So I took my time, I took my rest. I didn't push on myself to say I have to upload every single day or I have to upload videos now, even though I'm not sure what I even want to do. Because there's people waiting for me to upload and I will make myself feel bad if I don't upload videos, even though I don't feel like I'm actually being authentic to myself. Why would I do that? I just took the break, didn't upload, and now I'm here again. And I actually feel like I know what I want to talk about, like I know what I want to do, and I actually want to be here telling you about this, instead of forcing myself to find a topic to talk about, think about it, and being inauthentic. And that's the thing, let's say you're in a endeavor, you're starting your whatever, you're starting your own YouTube channel, for example, and you're sitting there and you're thinking, okay, What should my next video be? What should my thumbnail be? What should I be thinking of? And you're thinking about it all the time. But you forgot the most important question, and that's who do you want to be? Who do you want to portray? Or do you actually want to make videos? Are you going in the right direction? And you're just making videos, and you're sitting there and you don't feel fulfilled because you're just ticking off tasks. You know, I have like my to-do list. I did a video today, I can now feel good about myself. I worked out today, now I can feel good about myself. Well, turns out maybe I don't want to be working out right now, and I actually would want to pursue a different sport. Are you going into the right direction? This is what I want you to ask yourself. Sit down and think to yourself, am I actually going into the right direction, or am I just and am I actually being my authentic self, or am I just taking off tasks on a to-do list? Am I just taking as many tasks in as I can possibly fit into my schedule and ticking off one by one to make myself feel better, that I'm productive, so that I can feel productive? Or am I actually being honest to myself and doing things that I actually like? Because that's the thing. Are you actually living if you're just doing tasks? Are you then not just a machine or a robot? And especially doing things that you don't like. Of course, adversity is good. Of course, doing things that you don't like, being disciplined, can be good in a sense, and is especially necessary in a lot of, because you know, life is not only about yourself but also about the people around you, your responsibilities. I'm not saying to just let that fall off. Do your things that you have to do. But turns out you have a lot of free time if you don't let other things take that free time away from you. Everyone wants your attention. Everyone wants you to buy their product, to invest into their thing, to invest time into their service, YouTube, Instagram. Even me right now, I'm taking away your free time, but maybe you could gain some value from this. Maybe you can sit down after this and think to yourself, is it alright? Is everything alright? Am I feeling good with the way I'm living my life? Can I actually look back in my life in the future and think that I actually lived, that I was actually present, and time didn't just run away from me? Because even then, after you achieved all these goals, you bench pressed 150 kilograms because you've been training every single day really hard, you're just gonna think to yourself, and now what? I lost all this time. I had the same thing with my grades. I got a really good grade in the end, in my finals. That basically allows me to go to any university that I want. And that was pushing me forward all this time. I have to get a good grade, I have to get a good grade, I have to prove to myself that I can do it. And now I look back, and basically all this time is lost. All this time will never get back to me, where all I was thinking about was the next thing ahead, instead of just appreciating the moment. Think about it. That's all I have for you today. I'm your Chief Tommy. And as always, I want you to keep going and make me proud.